Science. Sorry, that's the wrong way. Student will recognize that position affects plant growth, biology. If you put the plant in the shade and you put the plant in the sun, it actually has a difference. If you put one in the closet, remember the bean experiment? Put one in the closet, put one in the sun, don't water the other one, which one grows, right? You're teaching biology. Student will recognize the position and proximity affect gravitation. That's physics. But so that's when you tell a kid to line up in height order, line up in the class. Okay, everybody go in the line, stand behind Bill, stand behind Johnny, be in front of Sue. That's actually teaching physics. Without that skill, you can't teach physics, so you are doing that. That is a legitimate goal. The student will identify the order of the Earth's layers from surface to the core. That's Earth science, and we have kids who are going to try to pass the regions. Students will identify polluting and appropriate trash disposal practices. Ecology, that's about where things go. And the only way you know about where things go is by standing next to your friend when you're 5 years old and your teacher's saying to you, okay, you're in front, you're in back, you stand there, you stand there. That's the truth. So, why do I always go the wrong direction? Because I have a simple mind. So I've been called simple-minded a lot, and it turns out from my way of thinking that that's actually quite a compliment. There are real advantages to having a simple mind. For me, it doesn't seem so complicated. If you can get out of the way of your own stuff, to write goals or to do work with kids, that's really very simple, but actually is addressing their real needs. This is a population who doesn't know these basic things, and your job is to help them to understand it. And the way you do it is by continuing to do good developmental work, simply include symbolism, metaphor, simile, and other kinds of symbolic representational things, and you can do it. So, now I have to put my glasses back. To close, I just want to encourage you to do the same things that I always encourage you to do whenever I talk to you. And that is to do good work, which you are all doing on a daily basis. Play. I want to emphasize that. Just play. Have fun. And be simple. And that's it. Thank you very much. I think you're applauding me because you think that I'm not going to give you homework. But I am going to give you homework. So here's the homework. What? It should be fun homework. That's what every teacher who wants to persecute you says to you. This will be fun. You'll enjoy it. What I want you to do is I want you to go for the next 2 weeks and sort of try to bring to mind any of this. And when you bring it to mind while you're working with a kid, see if you can do one little thing that is slightly symbolic just to throw it in there. It just doesn't have to be anything fancy or difficult. And just think about it. So I'm talking about everybody, TAs, social workers, psychologists, everybody in the entire school. When you're playing with a kid or you're with a kid, one little tiny symbolic thing to try to get the spirit of inquiry within the kid. And I want you to be able to come back. Can you just think of one time when you were with a kid where you said, okay, instead of doing this, I decided to do this, or I tried to be a little bit more symbolic, or something like that. And I would really like to challenge anybody who is feeling confident to get just a little tiny snippet of video, 20 seconds of video, that could be shown, where they could say, hey, I actually think this was a little tiny symbolic piece. Worthwhile? Everybody have a nice weekend. Take care.